Hello everyone, this is Crota from StarCraft Legacy, giving you a shoutcast, giving you part 2 of a replay between Maka and Check here on Scrap Station. So gonna go ahead and start up this replay right now. So Maka now moving back in, Mutalisk now coming and try to do a little bit more harassment. So Check gonna go straight for this expansion. There is one missile turret in play, however, so Check will not really be able to deal all too much. Catching a couple of units in transition as Marines and Marauders now heading straight for this hatchery. Check unable to really saturate this mineral line, and this hatchery will get taken down with relative ease, so a loss of 300 minerals there. A couple broodlings coming on out, but quickly getting taken down by the rest of these units. Marines and Marauders attempting to take down this Zerg cocoon, but really not worth the effort there. So now, what's going on here? Oh, one Overlord almost getting shot down, now down to 96 hit points, as these units may try to elevator up onto this high ground. I would just highly suggest that if they try to elevator up onto this high ground, these Banelings and these Zerglings are going to have a much harder time trying to engage over in this position. Over here, it's just really too far open, or too wide open. Now, it comes a quick scanner sweep trying to take down one of those units, and in come these Banelings, and this is going to be looking very bad. Marines being forced to try to pull back, and all those Banelings completely destroying all of those Marines. And wow, what a loss. A couple of those medevacs now getting taken down as well. Will those Mutalisks be able to chase down any more of those medevacs? So a couple of those medevacs already getting into the red. Marauders and Marines quickly coming in to try to reinforce as those Mutalisks being forced to pull back. So those 7 Mutalisks still doing a decent job trying to hold off this whole entire attack. Very, very nice play using those Banelings. Those Banelings were just absolutely critical in destroying the Marine and Marauder infantry army right there. The Marines are upgraded now 1-1, as we do not see any additional upgrades. An armory now being placed down, so that either is for additional upgrades on the infantry or perhaps even some Thors. One missile turret and those Marines and Marauders now pushing back even further. A very, very large number of Mutalisks. So now we're currently sitting on 14 Mutalisks, and those Mutalisks may be able to take down these missile turrets as long as they're just together. No, not going to go ahead and try to take down that missile turret. Now going in, that one missile turret quickly getting taken down, and now going after some of these supply depots. So MakaPrime, or Maka now losing a lot of, maybe end up supply locked, but sitting at a 72 over 113 now, so is not supply locked just quite yet. Back over here, we have Maka now going to go ahead and lay down a command center, probably upgrade to a planetary fortress with 2 missile turrets. So those missile turrets will be able to fend off these Mutalisks, but the Mutalisks going straight back for this line over here, now going after some of these SCVs, and now those units once again just being forced to continue to chase. Down goes another Marauder. Marines unable to really deal any real damage, and those 3 medevacs most likely just going to start healing those units once again. These Mutalisks are not upgraded, still sitting at 0-0, as now there are Zerglings coming out in the middle of the field. The planetary fortress is halfway done. Will the Zerglings be able to finish it down in time? The Zerglings still have no weapons upgrade, and those siege tanks now going to get surrounded, so one of those units going to get taken down real easily, as those Zerglings now pulling away and pulling back away from that planetary fortress. That planetary fortress with that splash attack would have been really too much. But instead, the Mutalisks going straight for the expansion, and Check doing a great job using the mobility of these Mutalisks to deal a lot of damage. And really, these Marines and Marauders, even with Stim, are unable to keep up with these Mutalisks. Mutalisks now off in the darkness of space, hiding out over here with really nothing to worry about. May try to come back in, and now gonna go ahead and come back in, gonna catch a missile turret being placed down. Down it goes, and now gonna perhaps try to take down the orbital command. Down to about 800 hit points, as those Mutalisks once again backing off. Back over here, the Zerglings, Banelings just came in and simply destroyed this expansion over here. So those Banelings now trying to chase down some of those SCVs as those Mutalisks coming back in over here. So really, Maka is running off of 1 base, and that is it, while Check is running off of 2. The Harvester count definitely shows the difference there, 1260 versus 500, and Check looking to take this game with just a beautiful Mutalisk harassment. Marines and Marauders now pushing to try to take down this hatchery over here. Maybe too little, too late. A Queen not getting cancelled in time, gonna get taken down, along with a couple of drones. These Marines and Marauders getting stuck up on these Zerg cocoons with that natural 10 armor. Natural 10 armor, so very, very difficult to take down. But now that there's Marines, Mutalisks, Zerglings, and Banelings now moving on out, are they going to get stuck in midfield or not? No one knows for sure. Zerglings using that Zelnaga watchtower, going to come in, and now Banelings Zerglings and Mutalisks coming in. How is this all going to work? Zerglings trying to come in. All of those Marines getting stuck really in the back there as those Mutalisks trying to focus down. Medevac's getting taken down. Banelings coming around. They're getting splashed in, and all of these Marines just taking so much damage. And wow. Prime, although he did a great job very early in the game, Maka very early in this game did a great job. However, Czech just simply rolling over 2 Thors in position, but the sheer number of Mutalisks are going to be too much to deal with as these Banelings are now coming in. Wow, 1 Thor being left behind, now running to one of those missile turrets as well. Those Mutalisks kind of sacrifice themselves there for no real reason at all. Are those Banelings going to perhaps start splashing against that armory to try to prevent any additional Thors from being produced? Banelings getting split up, and wow, just very nice micro bunt from Maka. So Maka using those Marines and Marauders with beautiful micro, able to limit the amount of damage. Maka really needing to set up an expansion now and lifting off his primary base. So he's currently mining from 0 bases, having 0 income. Army-wise, both players are very, very low. A lot of SCVs, every single SCV that he has been transferred over. 28 SCVs now being transferred over. Maka going to go ahead and land this orb and then perhaps call down some mules in order to really speed up his harvesting. But really, it's all about Czech, and Czech will be able to macro up a very large army momentarily. Mutalisks now coming in. Mutalisks with no missile turrets in position. These Mutalisks should be able to really take down these. Well, why are those Mutalisks backing off? Just take down those Marines. And those, and now those Marines trying to come back in. Down they go. Both of those Marines now taken down. Missile turrets trying to be placed up, but really not going to be enough to really be able to do anything about it. The Mutalisks with that chain attack able to really take down a lot of these SCVs. SCV count for Maka now down to 24. Both missile turrets cancelled, and I believe Czech has the GG in just a moment. SCV is now moving over. A Thor now coming into play, but really it's not going to be enough. Marines coming over to offer some support as well as those SCV rejoining that work camp. Marines now trying to take down that Overlord, but really 4 Mutalisks, or those 7 Mutalisks that were not taken out early, are really holding or keeping Czech in place and Czech in this game. And now as Czech is able to macro up a much larger army due to his economy, he's currently running off of 2 bases to Maka's 1. He should just be able to simply roll over with superior numbers, even though he does not have any of the weapons upgrade. The Marines are still upgraded, I believe, 1-1, and I do not see any additional weapons upgrade. Zergling's now just coming in. Thor is going to go ahead and do a quick surround. Mutalisks going to go ahead and make short work of that siege tank and a couple of these Marauders, and yeah, Maka just leaves the game. One thing to note, as a quick recap on the whole entire on everything, StarCraft Legacy is going to be posting up a review of the new BattleNet 2.0 system, and I'm going to go ahead and put the link to the article in the profile or in the description of this video. Go ahead and check it out. It's going to go into detail about where BattleNet's been and how it's moving forward, talk about a lot of the issues that a lot of the players are having. No LAN in StarCraft 2, always being connected to BattleNet, what that's going to mean, whether or not there's going to be lag, the lack of any chat rooms in BattleNet 2.0 as well. For a quick recap of the game, Maka did a great job early in the game on just simply destroying a lot of Czech's resources, and also destroying a lot of Czech's tech. If you remember earlier, the Spire was taken out, the Roach Warren was taken out, and the spawning pool was taken out. The only thing that was left was the Baneling nest. But Czech did not lose his cool. Czech continued to play, continued to macro up very well, and with brilliant Baneling use was able to stop an attack over, I believe, over here. And once he was able to stop that attack, that was just where he gathered enough momentum just to continue to push on through and destroy Maka. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I hope you guys enjoyed this 1v1 matchup between Czech and Maka here on Scrap Station.